Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here for Picket Studios. I hope you're doing well today and thank you so much for being here. Y'all, in today's card, we are going to be doing some stenciling, we're going to do some splattering, schmattering, whatever you want to call that stuff, and just kind of going outside my comfort zone of doing like a mixed media kind of situation. I'm not really known for that because I'm not really a messy crafter, and sometimes I'm a little nervous to do it because things don't work out the way that I want them to usually. And then I get, kind of mad and things end up in file 13. But anyway, before we get started to see what we're going to be using today, just a few things. First, subscribe to this amazing channel. Secondly, click that notification bell so that you know a new video has come out. Third, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about mixed media. Is it your thing? Is it not your thing? And tell me why. And fourth, share the love. If you know someone that may like this video, go ahead and send it out to them. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to be using today on today's card. We are going to be using the Paper Glaze Ocean Poppy. It's a very beautiful bluish, like iridescent color. We are going to be using the Taking Off Sequin Mix from the latest release. We are going to be using the paper splatters of Liquid Pink Blossom and Liquid Coral. As you can see, beautiful. We are going to be using the stamp set Hot Air Balloon Sighting. We're also going to be using On a Cloudy Day Stencil. Hi! And then we're going to be using some black and white cardstock to make this project. So let me go ahead and get the first step set up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is some stenciling because we want this to dry before we do anything else. So we're going to go ahead and place the stencil down onto the cardstock here. This is the blending palette from Picket Studios. You can check that out over on the website. I'll have it linked below. And we are going to use the Ocean Poppy glaze here. And this is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to take this, mix it up a little bit. Oh, it's like butter. I love it. It's like icing. I love it. And then we're just going to spread this out onto the cardstock to get a nice even coverage here. And I think I want to cover all the clouds because I'm going to cut this down a little bit, but I want all the clouds to show. I know it kind of doesn't make sense that the clouds are going to be blue, but I think it makes this card fun. And so that's what we're going to do today. You could easily use one of the other paper glazes that are kind of like a, either a clear or a white with some shimmer in it. But I really wanted this to stand out today, so we are going to use this blue. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to spread this on to get this nice and even, and then I'll come back to show you what it looks like after it is dried. Okay, so while that is drying, I'll show you what it looks like now. Beautiful, phantasmerific, love it. While that's drying, we are going to go ahead and do our stamping. And so we're going to go ahead and get this stamped out. I'm going to be cutting these images out, so it doesn't have to be perfect for everything, but we want to just make sure that the hearts are nice and dark because that's what we're going to be using. So we'll go ahead and get that. Then let's try to keep that in frame and then keep it from getting blurry, and everything's falling off my desk. Sorry, you guys. All right, so we're just going to use some Picket Studios Black Hybrid ink. Get this nice and stamped out. Like I said, we're only using the hearts, so everything else around it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be cutting these out. All right, so those are nice and stamped out. I'm going to go ahead and prepare this for the next step. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do some splattering, smattering, splattering, whatever you want to call it. I know there's like some crazy conversations that happen about what you call it, splatter, smatter, all that good stuff. So we are going to shake up these beautiful colors, liquid coral and liquid pink blossom. We're going to shake these up, and then we are going to put a couple drops of this over on the glass mat here. Really pretty colors. They both have a shimmer to them, which is really nice. There we go. And then I'm just going to put a little water on each one of these, just a little bit. And then I'm going to use a brush that hopefully I can find quickly. Where is my brush? Oh, here it is. Ha! It was on my desk. All right, so we're just going to get this first color mixed up, and then we're going to take the brush over and just kind of splatter this pink onto the hearts. There's no rhyme or reason. We just do it. So that looks good. So then we'll come over into this coral color, and we're just going to do the same thing. Ooh, that's some nice splatter, schmatter, spatter. Ooh, I'm loving this. Ooh, this coral color is really pretty, you all. All right, I think I want to put a little bit more of this pink. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's do both. And you want to do this in a splatter box or whatever you have. You don't want to, or you could do it on your glass mat like I have, but I just find it easier to actually do it in a box. It just keeps it contained. So there we go. We have that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to clean up the desk, and then we're going to go to the next step. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the sentiments, and I've gone ahead and placed it in here. We have the sentiments, no plans, just soar, and then happy birthday. So let's go ahead and collect those onto the lid. We are going to use an anti-static powder so that we do not have any sticking to the paper of the white embossing powder that we don't want onto the paper. And then we're just going to use a embossing ink here. Go ahead and get this stamped out. You don't want to press too hard because you don't want to distort the letters. So we can stamp this as many times as we need to make sure there's even coverage with the ink. I think just these 2 times are going to be good for this. Yeah, that looks great. Wait, this S here needs a little more. Let's do one more. We're just going to press a little bit down on the S here because it doesn't look like it's making contact as well. All right, that looks better. So then we are just going to take this, move that to the side, get a piece of paper here, and get some white embossing powder. And then just go ahead and put this onto the black cardstock. Tap it off. We just want to make sure there's good coverage of it. That looks great. I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this and go ahead and cut this into strips, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we pretty much have all the pieces here to start putting the card together. So let's go ahead and start doing that. We are going to glue the black paper down to the base first. And this is cut at 4, I forget, it's a little bit less than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Just enough to give it a frame. There we go. Then what we're going to do is we are going to get some foam tape out next, and we're going to put foam tape on the back of the clouds. We're going to give this a bunch of dimension. And because this is stenciled with some paste, you kind of want to put a lot on here so that it doesn't buckle, you know, and it stays flat. Because if you only put a couple pieces on here, the paste kind of makes it buckle a little bit, and we don't want that. So we just want to make sure we put plenty of foam tape on the back. We're going to peel off the backing. And because we want to make sure this is nice and even, we are going to put some liquid glue on the back of the foam tape. That way we can make some movings if we need to. And we have time to do that before it dries and it like rips the paper. And then you just get annoyed and want to just throw it away. So we don't want to do that today. All right. So we have that here. Then we're going to place this down. We want to make sure we get it even on all sides. It actually looks pretty good. I'm going to pick it up just to make sure. And we can move it a little bit if we need to. And that's perfect. Yay! All right, we are going to put foam tape on the back of the hearts as well. This you can get away with not putting a lot on the back because they are not, they don't have paste on them. So that'll be fine. You just want to make sure you have enough on every piece so that it stays down. And you are putting it on paste, so you know, you really want to make sure it stays down. That looks good. And I just want to do some placements here just to see how things are going to look. We are also going to put foam tape on the back of the sentiments. This is going to go up here, I think. I think this is going to go down here. So foam tape on the whole back of this. And then foam tape probably just on this one side because some of that is going to get glued to the top of this balloon and we won't need it on that part. So we are just going to do maybe just like this. That should be good. All right, so I kind of want to do this here. And then this here. And I think that looks good. I like that. So let's go ahead and place this heart down. There we go. And then we'll place this one down. Don't want to stick this one down completely yet because I want to make sure that this is going to be in a good spot. And I kind of want this, I think, to go off the side here just to give it like, I don't know, it makes it look kind of fancy, I guess. So let's go ahead and press that down. And then we will go ahead and put the sentiment down. So like right there looks good. Let's make sure it's straight. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll do the same thing for this guy. Make sure that's straight. Ooh, was not straight. There we go. All right, so we have that. And now it is time to do the touches of fancy on here, you guys. And I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to get a little picker-upper tooly thing. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. And then I think how I want to do this is maybe do some of these pink things here. Maybe put one there. Maybe put one around here somewhere. Okay, is that all of them? Nope, this one right here. There we go. I think I got all of them there. So there we go. That's today's card. I love that. It's so pretty. I love the blue clouds. And I just love like the splatter. I think it's really cool. Splatter, schmatter, splatter, whatever you want to call it. But I love the reflection of the balloons. I think that's really cool. And then just the little touches of fancy that I think are really nice as well. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you click the links down below on any of the products that I've used today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this card. Make sure that you send this video out to someone that may like it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you like about this card. And third, click that notification bell so that you know a new video has come out. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.